everyone. Thank you all for coming in. We're going through Southwest Virginia, and I know that there's going to be times when we don't have good cell phone service, so I'm hoping I can do audio only and then just switch over to the regular mode once we get home. So I'd intended to be home around 2 hours ago, but life isn't cooperating today. You guys know how that goes, right? Unfortunately. So let's see who else here. Oh, that's me from earlier. Valerie Reese says, be right back. Okay, Valerie. And Tanya's saying hello. Hi, Tanya. And Granny Monster is in the house, and she says hello. So, hello, Granny Monster. So I thought that since the other stream ended a little short, I'd come on over here and just start this one a few minutes early. Although I'm just a wobbly hat right now, it looks, for right now. Hi, Creative Redundancy. How are you? I like the way Creative says, and people of the chat. That just sounds fun. You really do. I just started early because the other stream ended short. I didn't want to have too much lag time, but it's okay if people come in late. Don't you dare worry. Pat P is here. Hi, Pat. Welcome to our stream. So we've been out traveling today, and we're not home. We're running a couple of hours late getting home just because traffic's been like, we ran into iffy traffic in Kentucky. We ran into iffy traffic in Tennessee. So that's all slowed us down. The place in Magic traffic should be silent all the way home. My only concern is that I might run out of signal. That's my big worry. If I do, I'll bounce out and then come right back. So hey, you all, what about those totals? Do you have anyone wants to be on? That's the message. Ellen. But on your day. To do. Okay. Actually, I can panic. Panicking is good. It's really not good, but it is. Panic, panic, panic. Quick, I want to go online. Okay. So, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I can't go into the chat while I'm online because I'm trying to stream. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. What am I going to do? Okay. On my phone. Oh my gosh. Yes, I am so panicky. All right. Oh, Valerie says she can hear me. Oh my God. Oh. Yeah. How much of that did you hear? No, never mind. I think it's probably better if I don't know. Okay. Well, anyway. Oh my gosh. All right. We should be home shortly. We just ran into some traffic issues. So if the magic GPS box is correct, I should be home around 6:30, but I should have better signal before then. It's just there's not anything you can do when you're in Kentucky and you hit traffic and then you hit it again in Tennessee. So I'm sorry about that, y'all. We planned to be home around 3. So there's going to be possibly some times when I don't have the best sound quality as we go through here, and I'm really sorry. So, and okay, I will send the link. I thought I sent the link out already, Candytheweeservicedog. I will check that and send it as soon as I get home. Granny says, oops, let me catch up. Val says, can't hear you. Pat P is awesome. She's explaining that I'm having signal issues because I'm traveling. Yes, I may pop in and out, but I'm definitely going to be here. Valerie's saying, is everyone having an awesome day? I hope so. I agree with Granny. It's been a wild and wonderful day. Absolutely. CR says it's been a stocking stuffer of a day. For some, it really has. Looks at Val first. Absolutely. She's done an amazing job stuffing those stockings. And Granny wants to know how many she has left to do. I still like this popcorn shrimp in the air fryer idea. Ooh, Pat P has been knitting on a hat for next year this afternoon. So she's already getting started. Valerie has 4 more Salvation Army stockings to stuff to make 30. That's cool. do definitely go check out the GoFundMe link. Valerie Reese posted it. I'm going to leave it on the screen here for a second because this total has, it's an amazing, it's the way God has moved with this group, this collective, collab, huge, massive, big-hearted group is nothing short of a Christmas miracle. Granny said that earlier, and I totally have to agree with that. Mel, hello? Over 50. Hey, Lynn, how are you? It's good to see you. Thanks, Mel. It's just traveling stuff that you get into. It's just, thank you, though. Pat P is definitely part of my network. She can hear me now. Thanks. It does, Valerie. I will get the link to you just as soon as I can, Candy. I promise. I thought I'd already sent it and apologized for not. Oh, Tanya's cleaned all day. Hi, Iron Fire Horse. It is good to see you. Yes, we are, Valerie. And Granny Monster is saying that with every donation, we'll enter you into the drawing for the Bumblebee drone, and $20 gets you a set of pot holders. And I want to explain that those pot holders are so well made that you will be using them for decades. Decades, I'm telling you. Your great grandkids may even be using them. I have a set, that's how I know. Creative Redundancy said she might start sewing again soon. And Tanya is crocheting a scarf. She's getting started for next year. Yeah, I'm going to go until 8. The regular time slot that I usually do is 7. So since 7 was open, I was like, why not just roll into that? Oh my gosh, Tanya, that would be adorable. Okay, you all, if you want to stream, listen to Valerie. She's got the 10 p.m. slot and 11 p.m. slot. Both are open. That's cool about Pet. Tanya says tomorrow is her birthday and she's not doing anything. But happy birthday. And I am so sorry, Creative Redundancy. I had a brain fart on that one. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I feel terrible. Y'all, just to clarify, I should have said he and not she, and I'm so sorry. I really am. I feel terrible. Yeah, they can actually sew really well. I know somebody who sewed costumes in the theater, and nobody could like come close to what he could do. Yep. Yes. I agree, Iron Fire Horse. I agree. I just had that brain fart there. I'm so sorry. Okay, Tanya says she's decided to relax tomorrow. Ha, 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 Granny. Okay, you all. Granny knows how to make the best out of every bad situation. There you go. And Iron says tailors and shoemakers. Absolutely. Candy says she can make Archer a sweater. She needs his measurements, and you guys can talk during the week. That's awesome. Okay, I may be fixing a drop signal here in just a couple of minutes. So just a little heads up in advance there. I promise not to completely panic. No, actually, that's a lie. I do not promise not to completely panic. I just promise to try not to completely panic where you guys can hear me. Apparently, I didn't do so well on that a minute ago. Awesome. I really feel badly, CR. I'm so sorry.
I'll stop in front of the house. You hop on.
Okay, so what I was going to say before the stream so rudely interrupted me is put your brain powers together, but instead of summoning me, summon more money for the GoFundMe, because that's what this is about. Raise money. Yes. Actually, I could have sent it again just as soon as I get home, so she'll be able to whenever she can. Awesome. With Valley. I already started breakfast. I didn't realize it was that far behind us in time zones, y'all. Yes, I'm back. Hopefully, I'll be back for real very, very. You're some. Because that's why we're all here, because kids need Christmas and kids need food and their food. And you know, Valerie said something on the here a little while ago on my other channel. I feel yes, the kids have to do it, and she's right, you all. She's very right on that. So I want to thank personally everybody who has given so generously of their time, their checkbook, just their lives, just to make this whole thing happen. Am I gone again? I shouldn't be. Granny's going to summon and ask the Lord of the Dance to take over. That would be fun. That would be definitely fun. Okay, the voice in the box, I think, just added another minute to this. Ah, wrong way, Google. That actually reminds me of a story called Wrong Way, Corrigan. And Corrigan is the name of an individual who was told that he could not get permission to fly his plane across the Atlantic. Under no circumstances could he do that at all. So he says to the people, this is a long time ago, back in the day, he says to the folks, no problem, just set me up and I'll fly across the US instead. But something happened and he took a wrong turn. And instead of winding up going across the US, somehow, mind you, his incorrect turn landed him across the Atlantic. So if you ever hear the term wrong way Corrigan, that's how it got started. Because Corrigan made a slight miscalculation. Ah, CR already did the dance. Okay. Darn, I missed it. But yes, that's the truth about Wrong Way Corrigan. Can a mod please drop CR's link to his latest video for me, please? Okay, if one of the mods could get on that. Granny, I thought you were a mod. Mamma mia. I'll fix that. Let's see. I will do what I can to fix that. Somehow I thought I had you as a mod. Y'all, this has been a day. Okay. Yes, Valerie and Granny have both heard of that. Yeah, that's how. It's just a funny thing, though. Somehow he wound up in the exact place that he had originally asked permission to get to and was denied. Funny how that works. I guess some accidents are just meant to be. Yay, thank you, Val. Okay. Actually, I think Val has saved many days today. There we go. Thank you very much. Okay. Another few minutes. I'm at least near the right town. Well, I thought so. Okay, Candy is saying you did it one time because Granny and I would see who could be someone in timeout. I don't know what happened. That is so strange. Granny, I'm going to fix that back. I am so sorry. You know, half the time I don't know what YouTube does, and the other half of the time YouTube doesn't know what it does. You want some help?
Yeah, go on.
So, okay. All right. We are just about home. My husband thinks he can pull the trailer up the driveway without me. I don't know if I should go inside and turn on the lights or stand out here and see how many signs he can take down. I'm going to go inside. Believe it or not, what convinced me is that it's cold out here. It's a nice crowd. I am so lucky it's a nice crowd because if everybody was rowdy, I don't know what I'd do tonight. It is possible to override a solitary moderator. Sorry. Yeah, I hate to say, but I'm watching my husband. Hopefully, see, like the other day, he insisted that he could park the trailer without me. And let's just say that maybe didn't go quite as well as we'd hoped. But yeah, it's kind of like asking for directions. You know? Some guys, not all guys, but there are some guys who refuse to ask for directions. Those are probably the ones that can't sew. Okay. I hope we we don't hear a crash too. Hey, this may actually work out. Okay, we're going to assume this is going to work this time. But yeah, last time he kind of bumped into something. And honestly, I was shocked because the police were here before we could even like turn around and go pick up the sign. I kid you not. And they were like, huh, did you do that? And I was like, not me. I'm not the one that was driving. But it all worked out. I guess that's what insurance is for. What can we say? But that's actually a true story. And he will probably not be happy at me for telling it. So we'll just let it be our little secret. And I am in my office and I am turning on my computer. Even as we speak. Windows needs to install. Oh, no, you do not need to install an update. No. Okay. I know I am Candy. I realize that. My computer thinks it's got to install an update, and I have got news for my computer. You hear the resume sound. They did. Either they turned us in or he saw it happening. I am not sure which, but he was really nice. But I was like, no, I'm not taking the fall for this. I wasn't driving. It all worked out. My life is crazy. So sorry. You guys have just lived an hour of my life. Whoa. All righty. Am I here? It looks like I'm here. Hi, everybody. Okay, creative redundancy is saying echo. Yeah, it's the RV's wall, but that's what we were in. Okay, I am going to come back up here. Let's see. We've already done the summoning. That you've heard of that. And let's see. Okay. Valerie says she hopes she doesn't hear a crash. Granny says, LOL. Hey, Val, LOL. Only time out when I need to sweep dust bunnies from underneath the bed. No, that's a tap out. There you go. Woo! There you go. Granny's got the right idea there. Did he jackknife it? No, the city moved the blasted sign. I can say this in his defense. So, but no, he just he just clipped it with like the edge side of the RV there, but it was just enough to like tilt it. So anyhow, what can I say? You know what? I think I'm going to get rid of this background because it's the one I use for the other channel. Let's see what I can do. How about this one? Let's just go colorful. We'll do that. Whoops. Let's not do that. Okay. So anyhow, it's been a weekend to remember. And that has been amazing from a fundraising perspective. I don't know when I have ever been more proud of a group of people in my entire life than with you all right now because of what you've accomplished with the GoFundMe link. That's freaking awesome. Okay, wait a minute. Tanya says what? Okay, Tanya says, sorry, Val. I'm not sure about doing lives on my own since I have trouble reading chat normally. Gotcha. I am in here right now sending the link again. I really thought I'd already done that. So I am doing that again. So we should have it to you in just a few seconds. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. We had originally intended to be here 3 hours ago. Life would have been so much simpler. But we hit a bunch of traffic, both coming out of Lexington and coming on down here into Tennessee. So that has really thrown me off. Not that I would ever be off my game or anything. All right, Laurel, you now have the link that I thought I sent you earlier. Valerie is exactly right. Look right here. Look right there. She's got it. I'm falling over this picture now. I took this a little while back. It is part of Bald River Falls, which is in East Tennessee near Tellico. It's actually pretty near Coker Creek, which was the site of like the first gold rush in the country was at this Coker Creek. And like nobody knows that. And we could do a little more. Granny Monster says 2,000 raised of the 1,000 goal. And we could use a little bit more of a gold rush right here on this right here. Thank you, Tanya. She's going from channel to channel and she likes the background. So yay. I'm glad you like it. I really am, because it's just this was a really neat place to visit. I want to go back sometime, but there we go. Hopefully that will take care of some of the twitching. But maybe one time I can go back. Yay, Laurel's here. There you go. Hi, Laurel. I'm so glad to see you. I'm so sorry. I really thought I sent that to you earlier, but I was on my phone, and sometimes I screw things up when I'm on my phone.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about it. No, but it's been a fun day. It really has.
Good.
Yeah.
Lots of neat things happening today. And the blog says she is back. She was getting gas in the car and then ruining diet with ice cream.
Well, when everybody's ready, I'll grab some pictures and show you.
Okay. And Creative Redundancy, to whom I still apologize because I am so sorry. But Creative Redundancy says the gold rush is coming at the top of the next hour. Yes. And Tony says it's a pretty place. And she says hello. Valerie is sharing the GoFundMe link. So if anybody hearing this has not hit the GoFundMe link, go toss a few bucks in the pot. Go feed hungry kids. Go provide Christmas for a kid that doesn't have it. Just a few bucks is all you need to make a difference in somebody's life. And if you have no money, you can still make a difference by just sharing this video. You know, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all of that. Hit all of that. Any social media channels you got. And Fariana says, please thumbs up this stream and share it. So there you go.
All right. So let me grab a couple of
pumpkin pie. Oh, the next hour would be
all right. I just got to grab a picture.
That's going to be awesome.
I got to go fix this little issue of Granny not being a moderator because she used to be a moderator.
Right, because she used to have a competition with me.
Yeah, I don't know what is up with that.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I just fixed it. Type something, Granny. Anything.
Okay.
Yay! She says BRB, and she is now blue.
Okay, so
We're now
sorry.
in our Blue Wrench Moderator Club. Yay!
Done. Can you see this one? I'm not holding it straight.
Now, can you like hold it more up?
There? Is that better?
That's a little better.
Maybe I got too much light. Might
Hold
be
on.
too bright.
No, I think
No.
that just coming closer to the screen will help.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Okay, now this one is $10. So this one is $10.
Okay.
And this is a desert, it's called Desert River. So if they want this picture, they need to ask, they need to say they want the desert river, $10.
Okay, so if you want this, it's $10. You just need to say you want the Desert River. And Tanya is eating the pie, and she says it's her birthday pie. She just couldn't wait.
Yeah. Well, when they do the donation, it asks, do you want to say anything, so they can say something when they donate the money that they want the Desert River painting.
Ah, is that how that works? Okay.
So yeah, so when they make the donation, say they would like this, yeah.
Okay.
Now they got this is a bigger picture. This is cruising on the river.
Okay. Hold that over just to the side, just a little more.
Okay.
The other way.
This way? Yeah.
And that's called Cruising on the River?
Yes, and it's $15. It's a bigger one. It's about it's not an 8 by 10. I think it's a 7 by 6 or some funny. It's a different measurement. I think it's a 6 by 8. The other one was a 4 by 5. So the other one was 4 by 5. This is a 6 by 8, and then the next bigger one, I have to kind of hold this way back. This a bigger. Now this one is 12 by 16. Oops,
12 by
sorry.
16. Okay, what's the name of this one?
Oh, hikers.
Hikers.
See all the people hiking?
So you have Desert River, and say the name of the other one again.
Oh, Cruising on the River.
Okay, so Desert River, Cruising on the River, and hikers.
Okay, yes. And then.
And Tanya says she loves colors. Valerie is saying pretty.
Okay, now hold on, let me get the next one. It's even bigger. And this one is thicker. The other ones are the flatboard canvas. This is the one where you have the infinite, you paint on the side. This one, whoops, can you see that?
Yeah, a little bit closer.
Okay, because it's a big picture.
A little bit over to the
and I'm tilting it all kinds of my glasses. Can you see it?
I can see it.
Okay, this is what do you call it?
It looks like a sunrise.
Well, yeah, but it's out there. It's like where you have the I don't want to say Hawaiian, but where you got the island beaches. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe like the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Okay. Creative Redundancy is saying that's a very nice creation.
Okay, now this one is more now because it is a very big one. It's it's a square. It is a 16 by 16 because it's a thicker canvas. This one is $25. So this one definitely is 25.
Okay, and y'all, I didn't know she was going to do this. So this
well,
is really
I know, but you know what? I had been thinking about it because I didn't have much money to donate, and I wanted to feel like I could do that. So, and then Valerie was saying that doing the coasters, it ends up costing her more to ship, so I figured I'd do that. Now I have a couple of 3D artwork. Remember, I told you I like to recycle and repurpose.
Right.
So whenever I get like when I got my desk, I save all that thick styrofoam and I make artwork out of the styrofoam. So this is a 2.
I didn't know you could do anything with styrofoam.
Oh, you do a lot, and well, I put fabric with it. I use a lot of things around the house, but this one looks like a whole picture. Can you see it?
No.
Okay, hold on. I gotta see what I'm doing. Hold on. Maybe
Hold
if
on.
I stand up, I can see what I'm doing. Okay, see it?
Oh yeah.
Okay, now see, but it's separate. So you
Okay.
can have together, you can stagger one higher than the other. So yeah, that's made out of stuff. I put fabric on the back. It's got the expensive type of what do you call it? It's like Mod Podge, but only this is way more expensive stuff. This stuff's like $16 for like a 6-ounce jar of it, but it's sealed.
Wow, like gesso?
Yeah, and then can you see the flamingos? They hang off, so they're you don't want to frame this. You want to just put hooks on the back and it you know what they call free form. So you don't frame them. But like I said, you could have one up higher and one up lower, or a little bit apart, however you want to put them together. Now these are $40. So if they want that, that's $40. Here's a. Can you see the pink? What's the?
Okay.
See the pink ones?
Oh, those are cute.
I said pink ones, flamingos.
Flamingos. We know what you
I made the flamingos too out of a thinner type of flexi styrofoam.
And so, let me just give you some feedback here. Creative Redundancy said it was a very nice creation. And Granny Monster says, cruising on the river is just amazing. Now, Peter Carter has dropped in here, and Peter is saying that it is 27 days until Christmas.
Uh-oh.
If you're doing Christmas shopping, this is a good place. And Granny says, she doesn't say, Granny just dropped the link. So people can go donate and say which picture you want, or to just donate.
And then
the chance for the drone.
And this is
that these are awesome, by the way, Laurel.
Now this one is the last one. You see that? It looks like a piece of driftwood, doesn't it?
It kind of does.
Well, but it's styrofoam, and what I do is I look at wood and I, make my own wood grain into it. See, so it looks like it's wood grain. And then again, after I paint it, I seal it, but it takes because you can't what I'm saying is you have to see it live. It's got like 10 different shades, so it looks like real wood. And I start out with an off-white, and like I said, I dry brush it, and then I do a cream, and then I do a yellow. Then I do a light tan, and then I do a brown. And then after it's set for a while, I put a black and I rub it off so you can see all, I don't know if you can see it. Can you see all the different tones in it? So you can see it looks like real wood. And when you feel it, you can feel the grain. It feels like real. And then I braided this to hang it. So it would hang with this little rope thing.
Okay.
Some people like to hang by the entrance in there. Like when you first come into somebody's house, that could be at the entrance and they could, say welcome or whatever they want to say on it. So this is $10.
That's $10.
So
Okay.
you can say the owl greeting sign.
The owl greeting sign. Okay.
And see on the edges, I did the same thing. I roughed it up so it looks like the wood. See how I made that look like wood on the end? See, I roughed that all out. So it looks like real pieces of wood.
Okay.
So that's everything.
Anna is saying that your pieces are awesome, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Peter is saying, who is this lady? She looks like she's 25 years old. So there you go, Laurel.
I guess I must have paid him. But yeah, so those are all available. And then, like I said, just when they're donating the money, tell that, indicate what they want. And then,
Okay.
should I send you again, what the price and all that is again later?
Yeah, if you want, post it over in the Facebook group.
Okay, that's what I'll do. Yeah, I'll post the prices and maybe I'll get a better picture of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Fairy Anna says 3D art is nice. Granny says it's adorable. Valerie is making a general announcement saying she just finished 30 stockings for the Salvation Army. Woo!
Yay!
Awesome. Very good. Very, very good. And let's see. Granny Monster's throwing up pictures of flamingos. Redundancy said, I would so love to see that in person. Just saying. I hear you. And Granny says, if someone was to buy CR, the 2 pieces, he could be a flamingo dancer. Who needs Vegas? You just need the pictures. That would make a phenomenal backdrop for you. So,
but yeah.
Well, I didn't know you're doing this, Laurel. I think that's awesome.
Well, I thought it tied in what we were going to talk about how that we're dealing with, with COVID and all the economical things going on because of it causes so much stress. And I think when we focus on doing something for somebody else, we don't have time to have pity parties. So it's a way to de-stress yourself and not focus on yourself. I mean, we're still going to have it, but we're not going to have it as long or as hard as it is. So
right.
when I really work, I can get into my art. I was going to say, my husband used to tease me. When I get to do my art, he said, honey, the whole house could burn down and you wouldn't even know it because you're so focused
on the art. Gotcha. Well, it's nice to be able to be involved in something that, a lot of us, we start something at work and we're part of a project, but we may not see the end of it. So when you're doing artwork, you can actually see the end result of it. And one of the things that I really like, going back to the GoFundMe, is that you can contribute and you can keep watching the totals go up. Mm-hmm. But like when you see Valerie give that check to the church, or when you see the video of her taking the socks, you see the end result of the project. You see the end result of your time and your labor of love and energy that enables the kids to have Christmas. And it's nice to see that end result. So you can see the end result of the project. You can see the end result of these items getting taken to church. I mean, we can't see the children themselves, but we can see.
Right. But them getting that weekly, that's going to really, it's not just a one-time thing that they're going to have that come to them weekly. They're not going to have to worry, okay, I got food this week. What about next week? They're going to have that on a continual basis, and that's going to enrich in the quality of their life. Yeah, absolutely.
And everything that we've done tonight, and I know some people may give over the next coming days.
Right.
I say this every year, and I'm just going to say it again. Sometimes we think that, I've only got $2 that I can PayPal to Val, or I've only got $5 to put in with GoFundMe, which I think is the minimum amount that you can donate through GoFundMe. But we say, and we tend to think that that's not enough, that little bit is not going to help, when nothing could be farthest from the truth.
Right.
Because, like, if you have $2 That is a can of spaghetti sauce and a package of pasta. That goes a long way to getting somebody dinner, you know,
Yeah.
and it may just be $2. If you've got $1 that you can put in, you know, if somebody was to go to the Dollar Tree, now Valerie's got us all set, okay, y'all, but if you only gave $1, somebody could go to the Dollar Tree and get 2 pairs of gloves, and you have just helped 2 kids.
Yes.
Think about it in that term. If you're going to give through the GoFundMe and help these kids out, think about it in those terms, and not, oh, I can only give, you know, $2 or whatever, and that's not enough, because it helps. And we're all helping.
Another thing at the Dollar Tree is, you know, those ramen noodles. You can get 4 packages of those for $1. I didn't think that you could still get them for a quarter until my daughter-in-law took. She goes, yeah, because I said, oh, I thought that went out years ago. She said, no, you can still get those ramen noodles. It has to be a Dollar Tree, not Family Dollar or Dollar General. Family, I mean, the Dollar Tree is, they have them in the back, and you got every kind of flavor you can think of. But those ramen noodles are nice, and then they come in that little cup, so they have a dish to eat out of. You know, they could just pour the hot water, and then they can throw away, and then their mother or whatever doesn't have to worry about washing anything. It can just go, you know, in the garbage. Yeah. So all you need is some hot water. Yeah.
Yeah, those are great. And so I think if somebody's thinking that, oh, $1 won't make a difference, there you go. There's another example. And let's see, Granny has reminded us that coming up next is the party keeps going on with A-OK. Now, are they at 7 or are they at 8?
I think you're going to 8.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I'm right.
Yeah. Yeah, because you said you take 2 hours.
With cheese, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you said you were taking 2 hours. Yeah.
Yar's got a good point.
Yeah.
And Tanya's saying, but you can sew, crochet, blog, all support as well. There you go. There you go.
Yep.
She's dead right. And Val's saying that's true. Yeah, and creative redundancy is saying that may seem like a little, but a lot of a little really adds up. Very true. And Valerie is pointing out that yarn costs money too. She's right.
But you know what? You can get bargains for that too. If you look, you're the one that got me started on Amazon. And I'm telling you, normally cotton yarn costs a lot more than your acrylic, but sometimes it's better to have the cotton yarn. It actually lasts better and is more rugged for kids than the acrylic. But with Amazon, I can get, it averages about $1. Let me get a little bundle.
Okay. And Valerie Reese is saying A-OK is at 8 p.m. Creative redundancy is saying EST. Very important. Okay. So they're on at 8.
Okay. Well, they're all getting tangled up on
Rachel's going for chili lime. It's a flavor she discovered in El Paso and she loves it. My GERD, not so much. But hey,
okay. I got it all tangled up now. This here is how the yarn comes. Okay. This like I said, this cost me $1. I can make an entire hat, an adult hat. So so it can make a child's hat, and then like if I got 2 of these, it really I have like a half of it, I mean a third of it left. So 2 of these bundles can actually make 3 hats for kids, or 2 adult hats. So
nice.
one bundle makes an adult hat. So but if you have 2 bundles, you can make 3 kids hats. So for $2, you can make 3 hats for kids.
Yeah. That is awesome. Hey, you guys, I'm going to step out for just a second. I kind of want to check on my husband. I'll wait till Laurel gets back there.
Okay. Well, I'm going to show you one of the styles of the hats. I make all different styles.
Go toward getting this dog, because since Tom
here's one of the hats.
Rough.
Can you see the hat?
Oh, that's cute. Can you hold it over just a little bit more toward the side? There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. That's cute.
See, I had to move for it to go that way. I had to move it this way.
I know. I know. Laurel.
That's what confuses me.
Okay.
But yeah, but I mean, I can do any kind of stitch. But like I said, this is an adult one. So this is what I would wear.
One of those will do an adult hat.
Yeah.
That's cool. So, you know, somebody
Yeah. And so a kid,
different.
like I said, doesn't have to be, although, you know, the older kids, you'd want that size, but yeah. So
Okay.
that's what I said. It's like you said, it doesn't take much.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah. Laurel, hold on just a second. I just
Sure.
want to go check. My husband has not reappeared, and he should have from.
Oh, yes. Go for
I
it.
just really want to check on him. I'm gonna step aside. I'll be right back.
Oh, I messed up my hair pulling out of my head. But yeah, the hats are easy to make. I usually can make a hat in about an hour and a half if I sit there, you know, steady working on it. So they don't take long to make either. What's the weather like where everybody's at right now? I guess she's got. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's about 36 degrees here in Cincinnati. Yeah, it's about 36 degrees here. Oops, I had down. I accidentally turned it on my phone. It echoed. Candy, do you want to come and say hi? No? Okay, I guess Candy's not in the mood to come and say hi.
What do you mean you hit the mail? We don't even have a mailbox yet. That is not. Be nice to me. What do you mean? I'm the only wife you've got. You will miss me when I get. Jokes are going to kill me. I know. I love you too.
Family drama, huh?
What?
I said family drama. I heard that about that. You're the only wife he's got.
Oh,
unless he wants to move to Utah.
I'm so sorry.
Do you hear that? I said if he moves, Gayle, if he moves to Utah, he can have more than one wife.
Anyhow, I didn't realize you could hear
I
that.
love it.
All right. He missed the house. He missed all the time. He told me he hit the mailbox. And I'm like, we don't have a mailbox. So when I accused him of bad jokes that were going to like kill me. And yeah, I told him, I said, you've only got one wife. You're going to miss me when I'm gone. And your bad jokes will kill me. You may have heard me say that. So I am.
Oh, no.
Oh,
that's fun. We used to do it all the time.
wow. Let me back it up. Sorry about that, folks.
My husband was always going to give me my walking papers, as he would say. my pink slip here.
Well, I don't think my husband's going to do that. I mean, you know, like after 30 years, he'd have to figure out how to find his socks on his own. So it's just not.
Well, I told him he'd have to give me all my back paid, so he said I won't ever mind.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Granny was asking about, Tanya is saying that Laurel, Granny was asking about prices on art and hats.
Yes.
Thanks, Mariana. That's
Yes. So she wants to buy hats?
live now? Okay.
So if you want to buy a hat, it's only $1. Yeah, the hats are only $1.
The yarn for the hats are $1?
Yeah, I mean, I can make the hats for $1 if that's what they want.
Okay. But what about going up?
The artwork I'll post again on Facebook with I'll show the actual pictures again. And then I'll have the prices with that. So I'll put that on the Facebook.
And on Facebook with the prices.
The Facebook with the prices and a better picture of them. Yeah.
Okay, Grant Hubbard is live streaming. Good deal. Is he live streaming as part of the event? Do we all need to go and raid him? Because I was going to go to 8, but I'll still go to 8. But if somebody needs to go support Grant, I'll open up 2 windows. Oh, Grant's doing it. Okay. Every share gets a letter to Santa. I'm good on that. Okay. I didn't know he was going live or participating. So, okay. If somebody could drop his link in the chat, and then anybody that wants to go check on him can go over and do that. Yeah. I didn't know. I usually stream at 7, so I thought I would take the 7 to 8 slot, but if he already wanted it, then I'll still be here to 8. So he started about 15 minutes ago. Okay. Yeah, if somebody could drop his link down in there, that's awesome that he wants to participate.
Yeah.
Everybody that wants to participate.
Right. And like you said, it brings awareness. That's what I said.
Understand, Val. I got you.
Yeah. So like you said, even if you don't have money, just making people aware, you're kind of being like a cheerleader for the cause. So that the cheerleaders are just as important as the whole team. Yeah.
Yeah. And not only that, but you might hit somebody that's interested in helping. If not this year, then next year.
Right.
And the other thing is, I think that you may help people who are in difficult circumstances. You may be encouraging them just so that they're reminded that somebody out there does care.
Right.
So yeah, lots of value to that. Valerie Reese has dropped the link down below, right down there. Okay, so y'all want to?
Yeah. But yeah, it also helps people that sometimes feel like they don't have any value, that go, oh yeah, well I could do this, or I can make this or that, and
Sure.
And yeah, go to the Dollar Tree and, like I said, pick up the food and stuff and donate it to your local pantry. I've done that. I think what I do, one time I bought like 2 or 3 cases of those ramen noodles and dropped them off at our local pantry. So that was like, I think 36 of those things, and like I said, for $1. So I didn't pay hardly anything for that. Yeah.
But it all helps. It all helps. And let's see, Granny is saying, okay, we're going back and talking about Grant, who is streaming over on his channel, Grant Hubbard. There's the link from Valerie dropped right there. This is a surprise that he's streaming, but it's an awesome surprise.
Yeah.
And let's see, he's been streaming for half an hour. I didn't know that.
Okay.
Granny says if he gets a mail order bride, he hopes it at least uses Gayle's Amazon link. Thank you. I appreciate that. We'll be doing a service dog fundraiser later on. Actually, I've got one going on now, but I don't want to get confused. So we'll talk about that like in a few months. But yeah, and Valerie says that Grant's got 8 people watching, which is cool.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do an auction for a week next year. All proceeds go to this. That's
Yeah, that would be good.
You know, we can actually post stuff. I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm not. We can actually post stuff on eBay and do a charity fundraiser on eBay for a nonprofit group like a church. So,
okay.
Since this is
Is that an ongoing thing? Would that be an ongoing thing, Gayle?
Well, we're talking about for next year for this event.
Oh, just for the event.
Yeah,
but
just
I mean, is there somewhere where if somebody wants to donate throughout the year, is there any way we can do that or not?
I don't know. You can probably always send a check or money order to Val's church.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. And so Valerie says she's watching both channels. So she's watching us and she's watching Grant for view time and twice as fun. There you go. And Peter Parker put C blah, 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 and says it means Merry Christmas in Russian. So I'm going to take your word for it. I went to a Russian Orthodox church one time, and I've talked to a Russian Orthodox priest or pastor, now I forget what his title was, and that's as close as I've gotten. So saying Merry Christmas in Russian is out of my wheelhouse. Take your word for it on what you put down.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So.
Well, what are we up on as far as the money right now, Gayle?
Let me click the GoFundMe link and find out.
Yeah.
Because this is so cool. Oh, and also, let's see, where'd it go? Tanya said that she would donate her ceramics to be sold and said CARES did it, and CARES got over $7,000. So CARES clean, which is where I'm getting the next service dog. CARES cleaned up on their auction. It was amazing.
That would be awesome, Tanya.
Twice the money. Yeah. And the fundraiser is at $2,000. But
wow.
For nonprofits, Valerie has probably got some money that's been given to her, maybe a couple of bucks here and there that maybe hasn't hit the GoFundMe stream. So I would not hold that $2,000 like in concrete, because there could be more. Plus, hopefully, more people are going to donate.
But I mean, at least that's right.
Screen share that.
But I'm just saying the 2,000. That's way more than we thought we'd get. Yeah.
Well, you don't know until you try.
Right.
It's been a terrible, terrible year. But in the midst of a terrible year, good things happen. This being one of them. $2,000. Helping families in need right here.
Yes, right.
The GoFundMe page right here.
Right.
And there you go. And she's got the picture of her hats there. Aren't they pretty?
Yes.
So 27 donors have donated $2,000. There have only been 3 shares though. So we can do better than that. So if you're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, go ahead and share that link.
I've been sharing it more than one time today, yeah. So I did it early. So I hit my early people that go on Facebook, and then I sent it again midday, and then I sent it again this evening. So
okay.
Because I have friends that live all around the world. I've got friends that used to be members of our church, and she lives in Malaysia. So she'll be waking up about midnight our time. So then she'll see it, and yeah.
Okay.
And then how long will they be able to donate, Gayle? Like I said, because she's a day ahead of us.
So I don't know how long they'll be able to donate. That's Valerie's call.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because when she wakes up in the morning, it'll be Monday for her. She'll be going to work. So today is her Sunday.
Okay. I don't know. I'm going to assume that Val will keep it open for another few days, but I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Tanya is asking what the end goal is. Tanya, actually, there's no end goal. We don't want to put a limit on what somebody might want to give, but we were hoping for $1,000.
Right, and we surpassed that.
Year,
Yeah.
what, $1,350. We were hoping this year for $1,000. We have blown right past that. See, the interesting thing about this fundraiser, and it's the awesomeness of you guys here in the community. The first year we made like $350. Second year comes along and bam, we raised around 700, 750, I think. And then last year we got like 1,350. And so we doubled each year. We doubled.
Mm-hmm.
And so this year we've already got $2,000. So it's going to be, and we had to question, do we even want to do this? Because the economy around the world is such terrible shape. But here's the thing. Some people are surviving, and some people that are in jobs that are actually doing, I hate to say that they're doing well, but not every job out there has been impacted. So if you're one of the lucky, 3 or 4% and you still got a job, then you may be able to do a little bit more than some. But, the big thing is, do you do it in the middle of this downturn or do you not? And so there were some conversations, and then we decided, it was worth a try. Right. And the result is, Granny Monster said earlier, she referred to it as being a Christmas miracle. And I think that is the most accurate way of putting this, because it's amazing. I'm so excited. I don't even know what I'm saying. It's just awesome.
Yeah. Well, we can't limit God. If God can do anything right.
Yes. As that's the thing right there. Stellar Piper is now in the house. Stellar, we're glad you're here. Just donate, you'll be forgiven. Okay. Yeah. I'm picking on her. She's my daughter.
Yeah. Okay. But we're by the way, Stella, you almost didn't have a mother anymore.
It's okay. When I'm gone. The other, I don't know. The past 2 times. There you go.
Oh.
Johnny's looking for a job.
Yeah.
It is right now.
Yeah.
Monster is reminding us that there's a chance to win a drone for any donation level.
Yes.
Donation level. So anywhere from sending Val a buck on PayPal to whatever you want to do. GoFundMe minimum is $5. No, Stellar, I did not. Stellar is no worries. Stellar's asking if I got on a boat again. Y'all don't even know what I did. I went on this terrible dolphin watching cruise, Hurricane Fleet outside of North Carolina. It was a terrible experience, and I fell on the dock when the step kind of wobbled. So, yeah, I landed between the boat and the dock.
Yeah.
There's probably, according to the doctor that I had to go see, there's probably no worse place that you can be than between the boat and the dock. But I made it.
That was just ridiculous how they were.
It was. I'm lucky. I'm very lucky that I didn't hurt something. My hip hurts, but I didn't break anything.
Yes. I was so glad to hear that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Because God just, this bad thing happened, but God just had me in this little bubble.
Yes.
And so I'm really very fortunate. So anyway, that's just catching you up to speed on that. For those of you who didn't know. So Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can pull up a picture of that dock here in a little bit.
Yeah. Well, like I said,
But other people haven't. So.
yeah. I think when we're able to do something for somebody else, it does lift, our morale up too, you know what I'm saying? Because like you said, with the economy and worrying about this virus, it can be, it could really affect your mental health. I mean, from anxiety to depression. I have several different types of anxiety besides PTSD. So this really helps me, like I said, so that I don't go too far one way or the other. If I'm thinking, oh wow, it's the end of the world, I might as well not do something. So yeah, I think when we do something, besides something for ourselves, it really does lift our own morale up. Yeah,
it does. It reframes our world just a little bit to focus on someone else. It reminds us that other people, it's not that their needs are any worse or any less than our needs, but it just reminds us that other people are paddling the same boat.
Right. But it brings value to our own life too.
Slip out now, and they're going to see us over with Zach and Brenda, which is another YouTube channel that's participating in this amazing fundraiser.
Yes.
So thank you. CR, thank you for coming in. Again, I apologize. So thank you very much. And now look, y'all, donations just got stagnant. And so feel free to go ahead and donate more. And
then, like you said, share the link again too if you need to. Yeah, I'm sharing it again right now. I think I'm gonna send it to my Instagram. Yeah.
Okay, just take a screenshot and go that way. That'd be good.
Yeah,
because the fundraising link is just so important to get out there too. I mean, it says 3 shares. I shared it a minute ago. It still says 3 shares, so it may have to catch up with us.
Yeah. Well, I'm sending it to 2.
Mallory's saying, okay, foraging and adventures. That's Snack and Brenda's. And so Stellar's saying goodbye. So
bye, Stellar.
She's saying goodbye to creative redundancy.
Oh, I thought you were saying bye to us.
Yeah, I didn't make that clear. I should have made it clear.
Yeah.
So, just to go back to what I was talking about a second ago about the dock. I'm going to do a video on this, but this is what the dock looks like that I was on. And I'm just going to toss that out there.
Yeah.
Where'd it go? So that's the dock.
Wow.
This is what it looked like. Okay, those steps, that's what you could only tell that from the angle. This is us pulling back up.
And then it's not even finished. What is it?
No, it doesn't look like I can tell for sure.
Well, I mean, besides falling, I mean, I can't get splinters because of some of the of my disabilities. I could get a bad infection from a piece of wood if a splinter got in me. So yeah, there's different levels of danger besides the physical falling and getting hurt. You can get splinters or that. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's rough, and you can see how the steps are just really not well maintained. But when you're at the top of the dock and you're looking down, you don't see any. This is the picture taken as we came back into the dock. So from the top down, when you're stepping on it, you don't see those boards that are sticking out.
Yeah.
So that's what happened, and so anyway.
Did it have a railing at all? I didn't see a railing.
No, there's no railing.
You mean there's nothing to hold on? Oh, I couldn't do that.
No railing.
Oh my goodness.
There's lots of other reasons I would never use that company again.
Yeah.
But anyhow, if anybody and I'm going to do a video on that, but if anybody happens to know anyone in the state of North Carolina who can tell me Who inspects docks? Let me know, because I can't find anybody.
Wow.
Yeah. So anyhow,
So the Department of Transportation can help you?
no, they don't do docks.
Because when I spoke to the lady, she said depending on what state, what their policy is, but she said there was some way you could have that, looked at, but I don't know.
Well, I haven't found anybody in North Carolina yet, and this was a North Carolina dock.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Coast Guard does boats. They don't do docks. Department of Transportation doesn't do docks. They do.
In Cincinnati, where they're a lot more safer on that because we have a lot of those boat kind of things, and so in fact they have to have what do you call it? I'm trying to say they have to meet ADA is what I'm trying to say. Safer on that.
Boat may not have to be ADA, but I'm working on that. But anyway.
Yeah, but as I said, it varies from state to state.
Yeah, we'll find. Yeah. So, but that got us kind of off the fundraising topic just a little bit there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, didn't intend to do that, but yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh, Tanya's saying that there's an echo. Okay. So say something, Laurel, so we can check and see if there's an echo.
Oh, okay. Is that okay now?
It is okay now.
Okay.
Is there an echo when I'm talking? Because the other day I had mic problems or some kind of sound issues.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do need to see if I get a microphone, yeah. What kind of microphone do you have, Gayle?
I don't even know. I forget. Hold on.
See, I'm just using my tablet, but it's got a good one. It's a pretty good one.
It's a Yanmai, YANMAI.
Is that one of the ones that you had talked about or no?
I don't know if I did a review on this one.
Yeah, I'm just wondering.
I also should have it here in front of me so you can hear me.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I usually have a big enough mouth that you can hear me. So sorry.
Yeah. Oh, getting back to all the donations. How many hats and all that did Valerie and her family make?
That deserves a really good answer because that's a really good question, but I don't have an answer for you. We'll have to talk to Valerie.
Yeah. Because she's worked on them all year long, so I imagine she had quite a few of them. Yeah. And she was talking earlier about how her mother makes them and that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, there, again, some people that don't know how to knit or crochet, you can do the loom knitting where you just do like that, wrapping around. And then if you go to Joann's Fabrics, you can get that fleece fabric where you can actually, you can tie knots and make the sew free, the blankets, the no sew blankets. Right. You can do that. You can do that with hats as well. There's a pattern to do that. Yeah.
Hats. Okay, Valerie is saying that they had around 35 hats.
Oh wow, that's nice. Yeah.
I just asked her over on Grant's stream. Sorry about that, Val.
Yeah. What about the gloves and that too?
I don't know. But she had around 35 hats, so that's 35 right there. That's a lot of hats.
Yes. Well, that's great.
So.
And then all those socks, that's amazing.
Can you believe that sock donation?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Because that's when people are homeless, that's what they need is socks.
Right.
They're always asking for socks. So, absolutely. Because it's hard for them, to wash things. And so socks are a really important part of your body.
Right, and they need more than one pair because if they wear them too long, a lot of them. I know a friend that's a podiatrist, and he donates his time to go around checking their feet. The ones that are willing to let their, he takes a whole crew with him, but he does their toenails. He checks, and they get so many fungal infections because they're wearing those socks all the time, and then with when you're sweating and all that, and that moisture, and you get more than just your normal athlete's foot. So
Sure.
it's
And
nice that they have more than one pair.
that
They
too.
can change it. Yeah.
Yeah, if you could get more than one pair, that's great.
Yes.
So many reasons why socks are a
Yes.
huge deal. Also, I'll just put it blunt, during the winter months, you've got to have socks because you can't keep your toes cold. We do have cases where people start developing some frostbite in their feet,
Yes.
even, kind of further down. You don't have to be in an extreme northern state to worry about frostbite.
Right.
And let's see, Pat T is saying, I didn't get many knit for this year, but have already done 3 for next year, which is amazing.
Great. Yes, you're on the right. Started good.
Everything helps. And okay, foraging and adventure says, hello everyone. We are back. What is our total so far? And Valerie says, get this, y'all. Get this. Our total is $2,030.
Yay.
So, I mean, seeing this kind of total, it just does your heart good to watch this go up, because this is such a team effort, and it's amazing to see this happen and to know that there are lives, huge lives, that are going to be changed in big ways and small ways just by this charity event. And I'm not talking about just with the money. The participants, when you participate, your life has changed. You're meeting people you wouldn't normally get to meet.
Right.
You're interacting with people you wouldn't normally get to interact with.
Right.
And it just, your life is better. Plus, you're helping out a good cause, so you get the warm fuzzies, and you feel good about what you're doing and the lives that are being changed. I mean, it's a huge deal.
And it does. It actually boosts your immune system by, doing kind things for people. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, it does. It helps your outlook. It helps your immune system. Lowers your stress levels, because you look at someone else's position. You're not looking at yours, even if it's just for a moment, and that kind of helps redirect and reframe.
Right, and then the person receiving the items, that helps lower their stress so that they can keep themselves mentally healthy as well. They don't have to worry so much about their children having what they need or what they themselves having stuff. I mean,
absolutely.
The thing is, you got when you're working, you have to have clean clothes, and so I applaud the places where you can go get your laundry done. You take your laundry and get it done for free. Yes. Yeah.
Thank you, AOK. Please do hit that like button. Thank you.
But you know what I'm saying? That's nice if they can go get their laundry washed, and like, I don't know where you live, but here in Cincinnati they have Dress for Success, and it's helping homeless women. They've got the education like to be in administrative land, but they end up homeless. And so how can they go to an interview if they don't have a proper, nobody wants to see them come in with, stained clothes. So they get them, women's dress suits, and they'll even give them a makeover, cut their hair, help them with makeup, and get their resume together. So yeah.
That way they can do a job and they can start immediately.
And then that trickles onto their kids. If they're having a good job, then they can take care of their children. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, those programs are great. Because that's just part of the help that people need. And Valerie, on the live stream that we did, which is on overcoming overcoming the obstacles. And those who are participating in the charity fundraiser, if you went to that channel earlier and you saw Valerie talking about a thing that is done in her area where people can get clothes and stuff like that, one outfit. But if you haven't seen it, go back and watch that later after this round robin of collab channels, because it's really very moving to hear her talk about it. It really is. Also, Granny Monster says, don't forget the next party, A-OK, and Grant is also helping. Grant Hubbard is helping right now on his channel. So the party just keeps rocking.
Yeah.
Absolutely, it just keeps going, which is awesome. And Tanya's making the point too that there's always someone worse than you, and I agree. And there's not necessarily, you know, when you compare, sometimes it's like comparing apples and oranges. But when we look at somebody else, even if we're not comparing, it kind of reframes. And for that second that we're looking at somebody else, for that very second, then our mind is off of our trouble and on something else. And that is huge.
Right.
So let's see. We have a bunch of people saying hello. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, Fariana. She had a milkshake and now she doesn't feel good.
Oh, no.
Stellar says, feel better. I agree. And she said, oh, Fariana says, LOL, Stellar. And then she says, hey, I'm lactose intolerant. It's my fault.
Oh, okay.
You know you're lactose intolerant and you have a milkshake, but I still hope you feel better quickly.
Yeah.
Valerie says, I'm only great with the help of YouTubers, my friends, and God. There you go.
Yes.
Where would we be without God?
Right.
I know that's borrowing from tomorrow's live stream, but really.
Yeah. But I think that's what, you know, all of us, we really mesh together well. You know? I haven't thought anybody, I mean, we all have different views of things, but when it comes to the important stuff, we really are united. And I like that. I have never had any negative experience with any YouTubers in this group. I have not.
That's because we have an amazing group.
Yeah,
And
that's what I'm saying. We all met together, right?
Make this happen. You know, there are YouTubers that come across from different groups to make this fundraising event happen. And just to see the way that we can come together, which we have all these diverse backgrounds. We have all these different views of life. We're all in different places, different countries. And yet we come together to focus on this common theme of helping people in need. And all these different personalities that are involved. And it's a good thing to have happen, especially anytime, but especially now because like the whole world needs some comfort. And if there is one thing that this live stream can do is provide encouragement to a hurting world. And I don't just my live stream, because it's the collab live streams.
Right.
So we're bringing the hurting world, and this is no small thing. And we're, because of people's donations, we're able to help people with food and clothing through Val's church. Only God could do this, y'all.
Really?
Just saying. Only God can do this.
I have belonged to groups in Facebook, and they really got toxic. I mean, especially when all the racial tension and the COVID and all that, and then the political stuff, and people were saying such things that were so demeaning to people. I had to ask them on medical, either you need to stop or I'm going to have to unfriend you. And I did. I had to do that because they would not, they were relentless, not to just necessarily me, but to somebody I cared about, and I asked them to quit doing it because you don't know how profound that effect that has on somebody. And so that's what I'm saying. Through all this stuff, none of us have said anything that, was political or racial or any kind of level where we were demeaning each other in this group. And that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
We don't have time for that.
No. There's
And
no place for it. Period. Right.
and Pat said that she was. I've lost it now. Okay, Pat said she is knitting a hat with her border collie sleeping on her lap. That's just a picture.
Oh, wait, hold on. I got to refresh.
And Texas Little Star is back, or is in. Hi, Texas Little Star. Thank you for all of your help and your support during this fundraiser. Oh, a 45-pound best friend. And Fariana is saying that her dog is like 50 pounds. He puts her leg too. Oh,
yeah. Well, I got 6 pounds of joy.
Nobody but God could do this.
I got 6 pounds of joy. Come here, Candy.
Cool.
Come here.
That is so cool.
Come here. Oh, come here.
We should have a cute pet contest next time too. We could do that.
Say hi. You can say hi? Say hi. I woke her up.
Oh, Mommy,
Yeah.
get up.
But this is the kind of candy that won't make you gain weight.
I bet she'll make you lose weight with the walk.
Yes. You know, when I'm on my scooter and she'll be walking outside and I'll be sitting on she can pull me like a horse on that scooter. I'm going like, wow.
And Iron Heart in the house. Let me just say that she says hi to Gayle and Candy's mom.
Oh, hi, Iron Horse, yeah.
And
Hi,
Perry
Valerie, yes.
so cool.
Yes. Hi, Valerie.
Yay. So
Yeah.
our pets are precious. Our
Yes.
service dogs are precious.
Yeah, and when you're talking about, especially in the homeless people, there are some that do have, a pet that and I think that people, when they can, they should help, give food for the poor animals as well. Because, I mean, you can't just come back saying, oh, well, just, give your dog away. That's helping their mental health. Yeah.
Well, and the first thought that comes across most people's minds when they see someone who is struggling and they find out they've got a pet, the first thought people go to is they need to give the pet up. But what they don't understand is that pet has provided the emotional care and assistance and maybe only living body that cares about that homeless person that the homeless person
animal
can recognize.
Yes.
Certainly a lot more people care about the homeless person, but homeless people are so cast aside by society that it's hard for them to realize that other people are out there that do care because they've just been battered down so much. And their pet or their service dog, because there are some service dogs out there among the homeless population.
Yes.
They're emotional assistance animals.
Yeah.
They're the ones that have been through all those dark times. And when you start talking about taking a pet away from someone, even though they're homeless, that actually becomes a much bigger situation.
Well, that's what I said.
When you think of.
It's their lifeline. I can tell you from my own experience, as I was telling Val earlier, that at one time, to no fault of our own, my husband's back went out, I had some medical, and we both weren't working. So for a week, it might have been almost 2 weeks, we were homeless. We did spend one night in our car, and then we found a family shelter. Now, we're talking about 36 years ago, Gail. But the first thing our church said was just what you said. When they were giving it, when we got out of the homeless shelter and we got us a new apartment and all that, we needed food, and we had family taking care of the animals, and we got them back. And my kids said, well, what about, I forget what their dog's name was, Snowball and Blackie. And they said, well, maybe you should give them let them have a new home. Telling an 8 and a 10-year-old to give up their pet. That was the only stability that they could, I mean, we had already been spent 2 weeks in a strange place with a bunch of strange people. Then we finally get a new apartment, and that's what they're saying. And they didn't give us any food for the animals. And then our pastor found out, and he did talk to that person to be showing more compassion, especially to the kids. And he went personally out and bought dog food for our dogs. But
and
that was devastating to my kids.
But
Yeah.
and I'm not saying that, there's no right or wrong in this situation, but I
lack of understanding.
Society worldwide, if you see a homeless person with your pet, you need to be thinking in your mind, instead of why should they have that dog or that cat.
Right.
It's better to reframe that conversation and think to yourself, I'm glad that this homeless person has a living soul that cares about them.
Yes.
Try to help both.
Right. Well, and I'm not condemning the person. I'm just saying,
you're right.
They just need to be more sensitive. I think they need to empathize and think that if that's my lifeline, why should I have to throw it away? You're telling me to throw what's keeping the little bit of stability in my life away. Yeah. It's very personal for me.
I think with a lot of people, they don't intend to be judgmental on that. I think
right.
A lot of it, now certainly there are some, okay, so don't hear me
give
everybody, carte blanche here.
Yeah.
But I do think that for a lot of people, they just don't understand. So it's not that they're intentionally trying to be mean, but they don't understand. Or, from nuts and bolts, dollars and cents, if you're a finance person, it will never make sense to you to see a homeless person struggling for money with a dog next to them.
Yeah. Or if they have a sandwich, they're sharing it with the dog. Yeah. They don't get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think they need to have some training on empathize. That's why I do like when the college groups here, I don't know if they're doing it I don't think they're doing it now. No, not with COVID. But they would camp out with actual homeless people. Now they had
nice.
Like 3 people would sit with one homeless person tonight, and a lot of them had either police background or social, so they knew what they were doing, but they spent the night just to see what it was like to sleep in a cardboard box, to see them have to try to keep their, even if it's just a companion dog, if it's not even an emotional support, that, like you said, that animal is the only thing that doesn't judge them. They can talk to that animal. They're not going to say, oh, you stink. Oh, your hair looks horrible. Yeah.
Oh, I agree, Texas Little Star. Texas Little Star just made the point, too, that, look at this, the homeless will feed the dog before they eat. And yes,
exactly.
Talk to people who were homeless on the street who said the exact same thing as they were living it. Yeah. So, absolutely, they will do that. Yes. So, there's a lot of good reasons not to just assume that somebody's doing a bad thing because they have a dog and they happen to be homeless, because I say this all the time and people don't hear this and internalize it, but people who are homeless, if they're living in their car or they're staying with another family because they can't afford rent. Okay. People who are homeless are just like people who have homes, except for whatever reason, they just don't happen to be living in a house at the moment. So, but fundamentally, they're just like you and me. And they're just, for whatever reason, something happened and they're no longer living in a home.
Oh, I have a question real quick, Gail. Mel just sent me a message. Is there any spots left? He thinks that they're all filled. Are they all filled?
I don't know. Tell him check with Valerie Reese.
Well, he said he emailed her, but he thought that he thought it looks like that all the spots were taken. So I don't know. Is Valerie around or not?
Valerie just stepped away.
Oh.
She says, "Be right back." But tell Mel.
Should I tell him to double check?
Yeah.
Should I tell him to double check?
Mel that he can message Valerie in our Bodacious Facebook group, because they're both Facebook group members.
See, I don't know. I think he sent it to her email.
Okay, well, tell her they're on Facebook. Okay, saying that there's still a spot. So,
okay, I'm going to check on the which group now, Gail?
On our Facebook group.
Okay.
Yeah.
Check.
Okay,
because he's like I said, he went to her email. That's what I'm saying.
She may be too busy to check email right now. So
that's what I'm saying.
Have it pop up. Now, when Valerie comes back, she can tell us. But I would just say have him check with her by Facebook. Yeah. I'm going to go back to the chat for a second.
Yes.
Okay, Foraging is saying that when their dog passed away, he says, when my dog passed away, I cried and was more depressed than when some people passed.
Yes, I understand that.
I can relate. I still tear up over Tomlin, and it's been a few months. Pat and Chick is in the house. Hey, Pat. Hey, Chick. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And Stellar is saying hi. Okay, AOK is saying there is a spot left. And Pet and Chick is saying, business 2K. Wow, I just checked the donation situation. Isn't it?
Do they know what slot is open?
Okay, Valerie Reese is now back. So
okay, so Valerie, Mel wants to know: is there any space time slots left?
Okay, 10 and 11.
Okay, I'm gonna tell him right now. Okay, I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna say that Valerie said that. Yeah.
And Pet saying, did we fill a spot at midnight Eastern? Yeah. Okay, that's for Val. So, yeah. 2 more slots still available. So tell Mel, hop on.
I'm texting him right now.
Okay.
So you just pop on the group again now? Or what?
Valerie, it sounds like, I tell you what, Laurel, you just tell Valerie how you think he's getting in touch with her. You said,
well, he said he sent an email to her.
Okay.
From the email that she had given me.
Do you think, Valerie, is it easier for him to Facebook you?
Or go on Messenger or what?
Hold on.
Okay.
We'll give
I got him on Messenger right now.
And let's see. Pat says, aren't you midnight Eastern at Pet and Chick? Okay. So we're still juggling slots here. Val says that if Mel takes 10 p.m., she can do 11.
Okay, but so she wants me to go ahead and message him?
She's in the chat right now and see if he'll pop in.
Say this again?
Why don't you tell Mel that Val's in the chat right now and see if he'll
Okay.
pop in.
Okay.
That
All
might
right.
be missed.
And I forgot what chat. Which one is this, Gail? Is this the regular? Is this our Saturday one?
This is our Saturday
Okay.
one. Okay, Val said she got his email and answered, but go ahead.
Okay.
Iron said she wanted to take a slot, but she's not well enough and couldn't borrow a computer. I understand. I think we all do. Val says you can also just ask him what slot he wants.
Yeah. Well, he's just thinking that there was no need. So I want to know that there is a need. Yeah. I'm not that fast on typing. Okay. All right. I sent it to him. Hopefully he's going to respond soon. Oh, okay. All right.
Okay. So I just messaged him too. That might be easier. So anyhow, yes, Pet and Chick are confirmed for midnight. Yay. That'll be good. That'll be one rocking exit party. So just 10 and 11 is open.
Okay, yeah, I'm hoping he's going to text me back soon.
Okay, I'm sure he will.
Yeah.
So
but I forgot what we were talking about.
well, we were talking about slots. Oh, Pat P says she guess she'll have to stay up late, and Val says yes, you do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be staying up late too, I guess.
Yeah.
That's the way.
Well, I know. I'm going to sleep in tomorrow.
A-OK, thank you for coming in. A-OK says, okay, everyone, got to go get ready for my slot.
Okay. What time is your slot?
Right after us.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So they're at 8.
Yeah. Well, so we'll see you in a few minutes. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it always takes a few minutes to shift gears from being on a channel to getting to enjoy the channel. So,
well, I can say at least this time you're the one that had the technical problems and you're the one who was late, because I'm usually the one I'm usually late or having the technical problems. Remember all the problems last year I had? So this year it was you. So I don't have to.
I think everybody had problems.
Last year was a hot mess for me.
I think everybody had problems last year. I don't think there's one participant that can say they have some kind of glitch or something go wrong.
Yeah.
But, you know, the good thing about it is we out-stubborn those problems and we just keep on going and we let God just reach down and pull through them. Like being hours late getting started today and having this great stream with you all finally.
Yeah.
And getting
the
mail.
Where are we now on the funding?
I don't know. Hang on a second.
Yep.
Wherever we are, though, there's always room for improvement.
Oh, most definitely. So, I'm just hoping that we got some more. We did get $30 while we were on, so I was hoping maybe more.
No, it doesn't look like it's the buttons.
Okay.
So it will. Don't worry. We'll get more before the night's over. And let's see. Val said she just had pineapple coconut Smirnoff. Okay. Oh, Iron Fire Horse took caffeine pills and still fell asleep. Roaring that you're not feeling good. And Val just posted that GoFundMe. And even if you can't donate, please share because it really, really helps. So yeah. So absolutely. And Valerie says, bye, gotta get set up with A-OK. Absolutely. Pet and Chick are doing midnight. So yes.
Well, thank you guys for joining us. It was fun. This time went by fast. Yeah.
It always goes by fast.
Oh, he just texted me back real quick.
Okay.
So the 10 and the 11, you said?
Yes, those are still open.
So I'm gonna see right now.
Okay.
That's why I said he always responds
Yeah,
pretty
you're right.
fast to me. Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
he's my buddy.
For Pet and Chick.
Yeah, Mel's my buddy.
Yeah. Mel rocks.
Yeah.
He is going to be on overcoming the obstacles. I've got a premiere set. He's coming up. So y'all check it out. It's coming up this week.
All right. Well, I'm going to be joining in a few minutes with, what are we joining now? A-OK, is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay. And so you're going to be over there, right?
Do what?
You'll be over there, right?
Well,
You're
not
going
on
to
the screen, but I'll be over there in the chat room.
That's what I'm saying. So I can let you know if Mel contacts me again, is what I'm saying. I
Well,
may
he
have
can
to.
contact Val. Checking
Oh,
with
okay.
me won't help much.
So
But,
should I just go on Messenger and tell her, or what? Is that the best way?
well, probably the best thing for him to do is just for himself to get in touch with Val.
He said, I just told Gayle I can do either one.
Oh, I guess I will check my messages then. Yes,
I told you he's fast. You so fast. He responded. So he just told you. So evidently you don't listen.
Well, I never had a chance to check the message.
I'm just teasing you.
Hey, what can I say?
Hey, well, look, at you wanted to beat up on your poor husband.
I was not going to beat up on my poor husband. We don't beat up on each other.
Okay. Oh.
Let me see.
So, I wonder how he told you, though.
Oh, hang on just a second. He did message me.
Okay.
My fingers are getting tangled here.
Yeah, I know how that is. I think I'm feeling a little bit loopy doing all this today. It's been fun all day, but after a while when you get talking and you're going from one live stream to another, you forget. Where am I right now?
I know. I was trying to keep up with on my phone and going through the different cell phone signals in the different states and the traffic, and there wasn't traffic, and I could get on and I couldn't get on all day. But then, it's crazy. All right. Iron Fire Horse says, I just tried to put A-OK links in and couldn't understand why it wouldn't work. Forgot I didn't have a wrench. Oh, my stars. Let me fix that. Let me throw a wrench out to Iron Fire Horse.
And see, you said you weren't going to be violent. You're throwing wrenches.
I know. Well, I just made the exception. Ta-da! Yeah. I just threw it. I've got something beeping here. What is beeping? Hang on. Something's beeping. It's usually important when something's beeping. I just can't. Oh, it's Messenger. Wait a minute.
Okay, so is that Mel?
Yes. Mel says he can do 11 p.m. So now I need to
Yay! Tell him yay! Yay! Okay, so now where are we going to right now, Gail?
A-OK, forage.
Is it on this link?
Yes, it is. Iron Firehorse. She caught the wrench. She put the link on the screen, and there it is.
Yay.
He's already live. Pet and Chick are over there.
I'm going right now. Thanks a lot for having me, Gail.
Oh, thank you for being on. It's always great to have you.
And you know what? I'm glad that you and I have the same kind of humor, but that just tickled me about the new wife thing. Because I have some friends that live in Utah, and so I was thinking about he can always have another wife.
Okay.
All right. See you over at AOK.
Yeah. Thank you all. Thanks, Iron,
Yeah.
for the link so much. Thank you all.
Okay. All right.
Hanging out with us. Go out. Be bodacious. Don't let life get in the way of living. Support each other. Support the fundraiser. And I will see you tomorrow night, 9 p.m. on Overcoming the Obstacles. It's video this week and next week. And I'll see you next time.
Okay.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.